Hey warriors, the sun rises whether you're ready or not. The hours pass whether you use them or waste them. The years move forward whether you grow or stay the same. Time doesn't pause for your fear. It doesn't wait for your excuses. It doesn't care about your plans that never became action. And somewhere in the quiet of your own heart, you already know this. You know that the life you want isn't going to fall into your lap. You know that the dreams you carry won't build themselves. You know that every morning you wake up, you're either moving closer to who you're meant to be, or you're standing still while the world moves on without you. There's a voice inside you that whispers in the dark hours. It reminds you of the promises you made to yourself, the goals you set last year that are still sitting there, untouched, the potential you feel burning beneath your skin but haven't found the courage to unleash. That voice isn't there to haunt you, it's there to wake you up, because the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't bridged by wishes, it's bridged by work, hard work, the kind that makes your hands tired and your mind focused and your spirit stronger. The kind that nobody sees but everybody feels when they meet the person you've become because of it. You don't need permission to start. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everything figured out before you take the first step. You just need to wake up tomorrow morning with a different decision in your heart, a decision that says, "Today, I stop waiting. Today, I start working. Today, I become the kind of person who does what they said they would do." The world is full of people who talk about what they're going to do someday. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll write that book. Someday I'll get in shape. Someday I'll chase that dream. But someday isn't a day of the week. Someday is just another word for never. And you weren't put on this earth to live in the land of never. You were put here to wake up and work hard at it. Whatever it is for you, whatever makes your heart beat faster and your soul feel alive. Whatever scares you and excites you at the same time. That thing you think about when you're alone. That dream you've been carrying for years. That vision of who you could become if you just stopped hesitating and started moving. This isn't about becoming someone else. This is about becoming more of who you already are. The strongest version, the most focused version, the version that doesn't break promises to themselves, the version that shows up even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Don't skip any part of this video. Every word is here for a reason. Every point will challenge you. Every truth will push you forward. Are you ready? Are you ready to wake up and work hard at it? Let's begin. Now, I need you to do something powerful. Type this affirmation in the comments below. Today, I start. Tomorrow, I continue. Forever, I persist. Number 1. The days when nothing changes are building the life that will. You wake up. You do the work. Nothing happens. You wake up again. You do the work again. Still nothing. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. And you look at your life and wonder if any of this effort even matters, because everything looks exactly the same as when you started. This is where most people break. This is the moment when the mind starts whispering poison. You're not good enough. This isn't working. Other people have it easier. Maybe you should just accept this is as good as it gets. And if you listen to that voice, if you let those thoughts win, you'll quit right before the transformation begins. Here's what nobody tells you about hard work. It doesn't show results on your schedule. It works in the dark. It builds underground. Like a seed buried in soil, everything important is happening where you can't see it. The roots are spreading, the foundation is forming, the strength is developing. But on the surface, to the naked eye, nothing appears different. You're learning a new skill, practicing every day, but you still feel clumsy and unsure. You're building a healthier body, working out consistently, but the mirror shows you the same reflection. You're creating something meaningful, pouring hours into it, but the world hasn't noticed yet. And in those moments, you have to make a choice. Do you trust what you can't see, or do you quit because you can't prove it's working? Epictetus taught, no great thing is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen. Growth doesn't happen in explosions. It happens in quiet accumulation. Every single day you show up, you're adding one more layer, one more brick, one more degree of strength. You can't see it happening, but it's happening. And one day, without warning, you'll wake up and realize you're not the same person who started this journey. You'll attempt something that used to be impossible and find it easy. You'll face something that used to break you and stand firm. You'll look back and barely recognize who you used to be. But you only get there if you keep working on the days when nothing changes. Those are the days that count most, not the days when you feel inspired and motivated and on fire. Those days are easy. Anyone can work hard when they're excited. The question is, can you work hard when you're tired? Can you show up when you're discouraged? Can you keep going when you can't see progress? Your brain wants immediate feedback. It wants to know right now that this effort is worth it. But life doesn't work that way. Life rewards patience. It rewards persistence. It rewards the person who keeps planting seeds even when the harvest feels impossible. Think about water boiling. You put the pot on the stove. You turn up the heat. 1 minute passes. Nothing. 5 minutes pass. Still nothing. 10 minutes pass. The water sits there, mocking your effort. But inside that water, at the molecular level, everything is changing. The temperature is rising. The energy is building. And then, suddenly, it boils. Did the change happen suddenly? Nah. It was happening the entire time. You just couldn't see it until the moment it became undeniable. Your life works the same way. Every early morning, every late night, every moment you chose discipline over distraction, every time you kept your promise to yourself when no one was watching. It's all building towards something. The heat is rising. The transformation is happening. You just can't see it yet. So, stop judging your progress by what you can see today. Start trusting what you're building for tomorrow. The days when nothing changes are the days that change everything. They're testing your commitment. They're teaching you patience. They're turning you into someone strong enough to handle the success that's coming. Keep working. Keep showing up. Keep trusting the invisible process. Because the life you want is being built in the days when it doesn't feel like anything is happening at all. Number 2. Your comfort zone is a beautiful prison. There's a place you know well, a place where everything feels familiar and safe, where you can predict what happens next, where nothing challenges you too deeply or pushes you too far. It's comfortable there, warm, easy. And that's exactly why it's killing your dreams. Your comfort zone isn't just a place. It's a set of habits you repeat without thinking. It's the same routine every day, the same thoughts every morning, the same limits you've accepted as truth. It's the boundary line you drew around your life and promised yourself you'd never cross. And every day you stay inside that line, you're choosing safety over growth. You're choosing familiar over possible. Here's the hard truth. Everything you want is outside your comfort zone. Every version of yourself that you admire, that you dream about becoming, that you see in your mind when you're alone with your thoughts, that person lives on the other side of discomfort. And the only way to meet them is to walk through the fire that separates who you are from who you're meant to be. Think about the first time you tried anything difficult. Learning to ride a bicycle. speaking in front of people, starting something new when you had no idea what you were doing. It was terrifying, wasn't it? Your hands shook, your heart raced. Every cell in your body screamed at you to stop, to go back, to choose the easy path. But you didn't. You pushed through, and on the other side of that fear, you found capability you didn't know you had. That's how growth works. It's not comfortable. It's not gentle. It doesn't ask for your permission or wait until you feel ready. Growth happens when you're stretched beyond what you thought was possible, when you're uncomfortable, when you're uncertain, when you're doing things that scare you. Seneca wrote, "It is in times of security that the spirit should be preparing itself for difficult times." You don't have to wait for life to force you out of your comfort zone. You can choose to leave. You can wake up tomorrow and do one thing that scares you. Just one. Not something reckless or dangerous, but something that makes your heart beat a little faster. Something that challenges the story you've been telling yourself about what you can't do. Maybe it's starting that project you've been avoiding. Maybe it's having that difficult conversation you've been postponing. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier. Maybe it's training your body harder than you did yesterday. Maybe it's working on your dream instead of just thinking about it. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you just outside the walls of your comfort. And here's what happens when you step outside. At first, it feels wrong. Your mind will create 1,000 reasons why you should go back, why this isn't the right time, why you're not ready, why you should wait just a little longer. That's not wisdom speaking, that's fear. And fear's only job is to keep you small and safe and exactly where you are right now. But if you push through that initial resistance, if you stay in the discomfort long enough, something miraculous happens. What felt impossible starts to feel possible. What felt terrifying starts to feel manageable. What felt like too much starts to feel like just enough. And slowly, your comfort zone expands. It grows to include things that used to live outside it. You become someone new, someone stronger, someone capable of more. The version of you that achieves your dreams isn't more talented than you are right now. They're not luckier. They're not special. They just got comfortable being uncomfortable. They learned to live outside the beautiful prison of safety. They chose growth over comfort so many times that growth became their new comfort. You can stay where you are. Nobody will judge you for it. The walls of your comfort zone are soft and familiar. But ask yourself this: 5 years from now, will you regret staying? Or will you regret not leaving sooner? Your future self is waiting on the other side of your fear. Will you go meet them? Let's make this real. Drop this declaration in the comments section. I grow when I'm uncomfortable. Number 3. The morning you win determines the day you live. The battle for your life is won or lost before breakfast, before the world wakes up, before the noise and demands and distractions of the day begin. There's a sacred window of time right after you open your eyes where you get to decide who's in control, your circumstances or you, your excuses or your discipline, your feelings or your commitments. Most people lose this battle before they even know it started. The alarm sounds. They hit snooze. They lie there negotiating with themselves, bargaining for just a few more minutes of comfort. And in that moment, they've already surrendered. They've already told themselves that comfort matters more than their dreams, that how they feel matters more than what they committed to do. But you're not most people, or at least you don't have to be, because every morning is a new chance to choose differently. Every sunrise is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're serious about the life you say you want to build. And it starts with one simple decision. When that alarm goes off, you get up. No negotiation, no excuses, no lying there thinking about it. You just move. That first win of the day, That moment when you override your feelings and do what you said you'd do, it sets everything in motion. It creates momentum. It builds confidence. It tells your brain, we keep our promises now. We don't break our word to ourselves anymore. We're different than we used to be, and that energy carries you through the entire day. You make better choices because you already made one hard choice. You stay focused because you started with focus. You feel strong because you've already proven your strength. The morning victory becomes the foundation for every other victory that follows. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for?" He understood that even powerful people face the same internal battle every morning. The difference is whether you win it or lose it. Think about what you do in those first few hours after waking. Are you reaching for your phone, filling your mind with other people's lives and problems? Are you lying there dreading the day ahead? Are you rushing through the morning in chaos and stress? Or are you taking control? Are you using that time to become stronger, sharper, more focused? Are you investing in yourself before you invest in anything else? The most successful people in any field share one common habit. They own their mornings. They wake up early, not because they're morning people, but because they understand that time is the one resource you can never get back. They use those quiet hours when the world is still sleeping to work on what matters most, to train their bodies, to expand their minds, to plan their days with intention instead of reacting to whatever happens. You don't need a perfect morning routine. You don't need to wake up at 4 in the morning or meditate for an hour or run 10 miles. You just need to do something that moves you forward, something that proves you're committed, something that makes you better than you were yesterday. Maybe it's reading for 20 minutes. Maybe it's working on your most important goal before anyone can interrupt you. Maybe it's moving your body in some way that builds strength. Maybe it's sitting in silence for 5 minutes, clearing your mind, setting your intentions for the day. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you do it, consistently, without excuse. Because here's what happens when you win your mornings. You stop being a victim of your day. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. You stop hoping things will get better and start making them better. The hours don't control you anymore. You control them. And over time, those morning victories compound. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. Months become years. And you look back and realize that the person you've become, the life you've built, it all started in those early morning moments when you could have stayed in bed but chose to get up instead. Tomorrow morning, when that alarm sounds, you'll have a choice. The same choice you've always had. But this time, you'll remember what's at stake. This time, you'll remember that your dreams are built one morning at a time. This time, you'll get up. Number 4. Nobody's coming to save you, and that's your greatest power. There's a moment that comes to everyone who's ever achieved something meaningful. A moment of brutal clarity. A moment when you realize that all the waiting you've been doing, all the hoping and wishing and praying for things to change, it's been wasted time. Because nobody's coming. Nobody's going to rescue you from your circumstances. Nobody's going to hand you the life you want. Nobody's going to do the work for you. And at first, that realization feels heavy. It feels lonely. It feels unfair. You look around and see other people who seem to have it easier, who had help when they needed it, who got opportunities you never got. And you think, why do I have to do this alone? Why is everything so hard for me? But then something shifts. Once you stop waiting for rescue, once you truly accept that your life is your responsibility and yours alone, you discover something extraordinary. You're not as powerless as you thought. You're not as stuck as you believed. You're not as limited as your circumstances suggested. You've had the power all along. You just gave it away by waiting for someone else to use it for you. The truth is, your life will never change until you change. Your situation will never improve until you improve. Your dreams will never materialize until you materialize them through action, through effort, through relentless commitment to becoming someone capable of living them. And that's not a burden, that's freedom. Because if your success depends on you, then it can't be taken away by anyone else. If your progress is built by your own hands, then nobody can stop it. If your strength comes from within, then no external circumstance can break you. You become unshakable, not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." He understood that true power isn't about controlling what happens to you. It's about controlling how you respond to what happens to you. You can't control whether people help you. You can't control whether opportunities fall into your lap. You can't control whether the path is easy or hard. But you can control your effort. You can control your attitude. You can control whether you quit or keep going. And those three things, when wielded with intention, can change absolutely everything. Look at your life right now. Really look at it. The parts you don't like, the parts you wish were different, the parts that frustrate you when you think about them. Now ask yourself, what am I doing about it? Not what am I hoping will happen? Not what I wish someone would do for me, but what am I actually doing with my own time and energy and focus to change it? If the answer is nothing, then you're waiting for a rescue that will never come. And every day you wait is another day stolen from the life you could be building. Every morning you wake up hoping things will magically improve is another morning you could have spent improving yourself. Every moment you spend wishing for different circumstances is a moment you could spend creating them. This doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. It doesn't mean you can't ask for help or learn from others or build a team around you. It means you stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop waiting for someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself. You become the person who takes the first step, who makes the first move, who decides that if it's going to happen because you made it happen. And when you live like this, when you truly own your life and your choices and your future, something beautiful happens. You stop blaming, you stop complaining, you stop playing the victim, because victims wait for rescue. But you're not a victim anymore. You're a creator, you're a builder. You're someone who takes broken pieces and makes something whole. Someone who takes obstacles and makes them opportunities. Someone who takes nothing and makes it something. The power was always yours. The strength was always there. The capability was never missing. You just had to stop waiting long enough to use it. So stop waiting, start building, start moving, start becoming. Because nobody's coming to save you, and thank God for that, because now you get to save yourself. And that's when the real transformation begins. Take a moment and claim this truth. Write in the comments, "I am the architect of my own life." Number 5, pain is the price of admission, not a sign you're on the wrong path. You're going to hurt. Let's be clear about that right now. You're going to wake up sore. You're going to face rejection. You're going to fail at things that matter to you. You're going to push yourself and wonder if you're pushing too hard. You're going to look at how far you still have to go and feel overwhelmed. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be tired. You're going to want to quit. And in those moments, you'll face a critical choice. You can interpret the pain as evidence that something's wrong, that you're not meant for this, that you should give up and find an easier path. Or you can interpret it correctly, as proof that you're growing, that you're stretching beyond your old limits, that you're becoming someone new. Most people choose the first interpretation. They feel discomfort and assume it means stop. They encounter difficulty and read it as a sign they're moving in the wrong direction. So they quit. They go back to what's comfortable. They tell themselves they tried and it just wasn't meant to be. And they spend the rest of their lives wondering what could have been if they'd just pushed through. But the people who achieve extraordinary things, they understand pain differently. They don't enjoy it. They're not masochists who love suffering. They simply recognize that pain is information. It's feedback. It's your body and mind adapting to new demands. It's the growing pains of transformation. And instead of running from it, they lean into it. They learn from it. They let it forge them into something stronger. Think about anyone who's ever accomplished something difficult. The athlete who broke records, the artist who created masterpieces, the entrepreneur who built something from nothing, the student who earned their degree against all odds. Did they glide effortlessly to success? Did everything come easy? Nah. They suffered, they struggled, they failed repeatedly, but they kept going because they understood that pain wasn't a detour, it was the path. The Stoics had a practice called voluntary discomfort. They would intentionally put themselves through hardship to build resilience. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." They knew that avoiding pain makes you fragile. Facing pain makes you formidable. The question isn't whether you'll face pain on the journey to your goals. The question is whether you'll quit when you do. Here's what you need to understand. Easy paths lead to easy places. If you want an extraordinary life, you have to be willing to walk an extraordinary path. And extraordinary paths are paved with discomfort, uncertainty, and sacrifice. They require you to do things when you don't feel like doing them. They demand you keep going when every fiber of your being wants to stop. They ask you to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. But here's the beautiful part. Pain is temporary. The person you become by pushing through it is permanent. The strength you build, the character you develop, the confidence you gain from proving to yourself that you can handle hard things, that stays with you forever. 6 months of pain can give you 60 years of power. 1 year of struggle can set up a lifetime of strength. So when you're in the middle of it, when everything hurts and nothing seems to be working, and you're wondering if you made a mistake, remember this: you're exactly where you're supposed to be. The pain isn't punishment. It's preparation. It's sculpting you into someone capable of holding the dream you're chasing. It's teaching you lessons you can't learn in comfort. It's building muscles, mental and physical, that you'll need for what's coming next. Don't misunderstand. There's a difference between productive pain and destructive pain, between growth that challenges you and harm that damages you. You have to be wise enough to know the difference. But most people aren't quitting because they're being harmed. They're quitting because they're being challenged. They're stopping because it's hard, not because it's hurting them. If your dream was easy, everyone would have it. If your goal required no sacrifice, it wouldn't be worth achieving. If your journey demanded no courage, you wouldn't grow from walking it. The difficulty is the point. The struggle is the teacher. The pain is the price of admission to a life most people will never experience because they weren't willing to pay it. So, pay it. Embrace the discomfort. Welcome the challenge. Let the pain refine you instead of define you. Because on the other side of this temporary struggle is a permanent version of you that's stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. If this resonates with you, prove it. Type in the comments, "My pain is building my power." Number 6. Your daily actions are votes for the person you're becoming. Every single thing you do today is a vote for or against the person you say you want to become. Every choice, no matter how small it seems, is casting a ballot in the election of your future self. And the winner isn't determined by what you wish for or hope for or plan for. It's determined by how you vote, action by action, moment by moment, day by day.